Oh, hello there. It's Dave at the Allotment. As always, it's Sunday the 8th of March today. It's still cold. Some people might be having the first day of spring coming up. We're not here. In the northeast it takes about 6 weeks before spring, for spring to get here from London area. Anyway, there is plenty to do with the day. I've got lots to do, so I will crack on. See you in a bit. Now this is where I would usually put my intro music in, but my computer's broke, so I'm using a different laptop, and I've lost all my files until I get the computer fixed. So I'll have to just play you a little song. It's Dave at the Allotment. See you in a bit. Well, I done a little bit shopping yesterday because things have to get started now, like even if it is still a bit cold. First of all, I bought that for my stove to get the kettle on. It was £2. What a rip! But I know now that the propane works better in the cold. This is butane, but you know, it'll do for now. I was gonna get some of that gas tape, but they didn't sell it. So anyway, I've got all these. I've been saving up my toilet roll holders, tubes, because I use these. I bought myself some new broad bean seeds. Sutton dwarfs. I always go for them. They taste nice and the canny. But I'll be planting them on later on, because obviously to plant them on you need compost, and I've bought a couple of bags of that as well. But I'll tell you about that later, because I want to have a little discussion about it. So what else have I bought? A log for the fire. I got some garlic. Thought I might as well stick some in. It was around about this time last year. In fact, it was later than this last year I put some in, and they turned out okay. So these are different ones I've never tried before. Germador. If anybody's tried them, tell us what they think, because I haven't got a clue. I'm just going to stick them in, well, into pots. I'll show you later though. And I got myself some onion seeds. I've also got some onion sets, sorry. I've also got some seeds. I'm going to put these in. What the hell are they called? Santero F1. That's what them are. And these are just Stuttgarter. I always grow them. You can't seem to go wrong with these. Well, I'll show you how to pot them up and that later. What I use is I go to the pound shop. I get these plastic cups. You get 60 for £1, obviously. And this is a good idea for the... I'll just get my candle going for a second here. Now I've got to make all the little holes in the bottom of the pots. Good. Doesn't take long, like. Just touch it. Touch the bottom edge with the candle. Works a treat. 3 little holes for drainage there. Right, anyway, so I've got 60 of these to do. So before I bore you to death with filming that, I'll just sign off now and catch you in a bit. Well, it's a little bit windy today, so I don't know if you can hear us. But I've took the tarpaulin off this ground, to dry it out, and look, it's still damp under there, so that's not a good idea, folks. There's a tip for you: don't cover the garden over and think it's going to dry, like make it dry out, because look at the way I haven't, where I didn't cover it over. That's perfectly dry there. and it's still like still wet there, look. So it's not a good idea, folks. Anyway, it's still got to get dug over. That's what I'm going to do today. This bit, maybe it's a little bit of this bit. I have got a little plan for a little bit of this soil to use up there, which I'll show you something up there as well later on. It's all exciting today, folks. Lots and lots of things to show you and do and all that kind of thing. So stay tuned, and I'll see you after this break. Right, I've done all these pots now. It only takes seconds if you use a candle, like. Honestly, it's a good little tip, that. So I've placed some out. I'm going to put my onion sets in. That's what I usually do. I'll show you how to do that later though, because what I want to talk about now is compost. I've seen a few videos and a few things on the different Facebook pages about compost lately. Now, well, the cheap compost, you know, and this has been going on for years. I remember I made a video about 3 years ago. I've mentioned it in one of my videos because I was talking to Ray, and he was saying round here, I don't know if anywhere else does, but we have brown bins, you know, to put the garden rubbish in, and then they come and collect it every month during the spring and summertime. Now, I've seen what people put in them bins, and for starters, you're not supposed to put a lot of things in compost, but anything goes in there, you know, absolutely anything. And the local tip isn't far from here, where they actually make the compost, you know, and I've seen it, and honestly, it's terrible, and that's what's happening. All these companies like B&Q or whatever are just buying it off the councils in bulk, like for cheap, because it is just anything. It's just cheap crap, and it's getting worse and worse. So I would avoid buying cheap. You know, if it's cheap, there must be a reason for it. Like I say, the council, they're trying to do this compost, but it was about, like I say, 3 years ago. Ray mentioned it. The council don't know, they haven't got the right, like, you know, they haven't got a happy medium yet. They haven't sussed how to break down all of that amount of stuff, half of it which isn't even supposed to be broken down, and they don't know how to do it. You get all sorts. I've had compost in the past, man. I've opened it up, it's been full of like slug eggs and all sorts, man. It's like, what the hell is this, you know, bits of wood and all that. I used to buy these grow bags. Well, I once bought some grow bags, you know, cheap ones. Oh, these will do. And I used them. And the tomato plant roots, when the tomato plant had died, I took it out, like, because I usually put it, as you know, a grow bag and then a pot inside the grow bag. Now, when I pulled up the plant, none of the roots went into the actual grow bag itself. All the roots were just still contained in the pot, so they either couldn't get in or didn't want to go into this. You can't even call it compost. It was bloody soaking wet wood chip mulch. I don't know what it was. Anyway, for a few years now, I've bought, which I think is the best, Humax. Now I get that from a local allotment shop, and it costs $4.50 for 80 litres. Now unfortunately I went the other day and it was shut, so I had to go to Wilkinson's, so I went for the second best option, and this is usually good stuff. Westlands. Now usually it says you know, just like general purpose compost with added John Innes. Now, for people who don't know, John Innes was just the bloke in like the early 1900s sort of thing, who made his own sort of compost, because he was obviously a grower for Champion Grower, so he made his own sort of compost, and that's what John Innes is. So anything that says with added John Innes It's just for marketing, make it sound good, you know. But there is some old garden books which will tell you the exact mixture to make your own John Innes, because it's like soil, sand and gravel in a mixture of whatever. The first one, like I say, if you look somewhere on YouTube or whatever, you'll find out what the actual John Innes measurements are to make it yourself. But you get it in 4 different grades. First grade's for like young plants. Second grade's for, you know, the more mature the plant gets, the higher the John Innes number gets. Number 4 is just like mainly just like gravel, you know. So that don't even think about that unless you're a professional grower, like. But anyway, that's cleared up the John Innes little rant that I had on my mind. This stuff here, like I say, the Westlands, it's good stuff. Well, it was the last time I bought it. Like I say, for the past few years I've bought Humax, which is always good. So let's see if this Westlands stuff is any better or as good as what it used to be. Annie, I wish I could just lie there like you. She's got a life of practically what a dog's like. Yeah, this is good stuff, I can tell straight away. That's perfect. So there you go. This is this John Innes seed sown compost, and I'll show you later on when I take it into the greenhouse. But honestly, that's good stuff. There is no massive clumps of anything in there, like, it's just perfect. So I'll quickly open this, the John Innes number 1, and I'll show you that. What I'm going to do is mix the 2 together for like some things like the onions, because it doesn't need to be fine grade for onions, like. See this one, that's just as good as well. No stupid massive twigs in, bits of bloody brick or anything like that. It's just what you need. So I'm gonna crack on, see you in a bit. Well, as you can see, I'm in the greenhouse now. I tell you what, it's quite warm in here today. I should get the thermometer out. Anyway, what I've been gonna do, you can see that soil there. That's the seed sown compost, and it's really good stuff. So I would recommend getting it. Westlands, available from most places, I should imagine. Aye, it's all just really fine stuff, you know, good for starting seeds off. But what I'm doing with this, I've got 2 different, I've got the John Innes number 1 as well as the seed compost, and I'm going to mix the 2 together. As you can, well, I don't know if you can see, but the number 1's a bit more, like, you know, got a little bit more gritty stuff in, which doesn't matter for onions, like. I'll quickly whop a few off, show you what to do, if you just don't know all already. I've got 50 I'm going to put in today, and also going to put some broad beans in, and it's a bit garlic. I know people are probably saying that's a bit late to put garlic in, but I put it in later than this last year, and like I said, I got a canny good crop of it, so I was surprised. This year I'm going to try something different as well. Later on I'll show you what I'm going to do with that. But anyway, here's my onions. These are Stuttgarters, like. I am going to grow some seeds this year as well, because they seem to do better. Oh look, hello Annie. Hello Annie. They seem to do better with the seeds, I think. But I've never had any problems with growing sets. So anyway, what I would usually do is pre-water this. Make a little hole. Get your onion set. Stick it in. Give it a bit of a watering. Using the tepid water that you've collected in your boiler thing. There, that's one done. Just another 50 to go. So I'm going to leave you with a little ad break here. Let's see if this works. Catch you in a bit. Right, that's all my onions done. While I'm sitting here, because it's nice in here, I might as well get this garlic planted as well, because I do the same for the garlic is what I do for the onions. Like I said earlier, these ones are called Germador. So see what these are like. You just crack these open. So it just fries apart easy. Got a good few size bulbs on, like. You'll probably be able to hear that wind more than me. Scrape them all off the actual bulb. Do not eat these. There's some big clumpers on here. Quite a few there of one clove. Right, same again. Do like Ian Nocton does, because he gets canny garlic. Plant them in there. Finger, you know. Don't poke it in or you might destroy the roots. It needs to go down about 2 inches. So get it right in. Underneath. Then give it a top up. So it's just got a good start, you know. These will be going outside shortly. Put the ones I've done up there, just so I don't plant things twice. And then after I've done this, I'll do a little bit of an experiment. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. I'm growing Germador. I've never grew those before, so I don't know if I will again. Yeah, what am I doing? Right. I'm drifting, that's what I'm doing. Yeah. 1, 2, 6. Like I say, I just starting them off here, just to give them a bit of a push before they go out. Because there's still plenty of time for frost and cold weather up here in the northeast. Like, there's a saying, never cast a clout till, this is interesting, I always thought it was never cast a clout till the month of May is out. Now don't ask us what clout means now, but I always thought, like I say, it was the month of May, till somebody told us it's actually the flower, the Mayflower, that grows on hedgerows and stuff. So that's where it's never cast a clout till the Mayflower is out. and usually that is round about May. That's why it's called the Mayflower. So there you got a bit interesting there for you. Get these in. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Get one more out of that. Ten bulbs, 10 there plants out of one bulb. That's not bad. So I'll just put these here for now to make some space, because I'm going to plant some broad beans as well. Whoa, everything's starting to happen these days, isn't it? First of all though, that's done. I'm going to get the kettle on because I'm choking. See you in a bit. Well, I've had a cuppa and I've been busy doing a bit digging, but I'll show you that later. It's warm out there as well now, apart from that wind. See, it's even hotter in here. I got me. It's 20 degrees. That would be Celsius, I think. Because I got my little thermometer from the other big greenhouse there. Anyway, I'm going to put some broad beans in, and this is how I do it. Fill the tray up with the compost, like, you know. Half and half. Because this number one, John and his stuff, it's quite fine as well. Make some space, and what I use is me toilet roll tubes. I fill them up. They always work. You can plant the whole thing straight into the ground, you know. Seems to do okay every time I've tried it. Look how fine the soil is, man. It's good stuff, this compost, I keep saying. It's not the original choice though. Like I say, I would always go for Humax. It always seems to be good. Press all of the soil down, make it nice and firm. Then get your seeds. Just level off all the soil, like. And like I say, these are Sutton Dwarf variety. I grew these a couple of years ago and last year, and they were really nice. So I've got 10 here to start with. Oh, we bugger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Just sow them in succession, you know. So in about a month's time, I'll sow another 10 and keep the season going as long as you can, like. But always plant these on the side, never flat. Just get them sunk in. I was doing some work earlier up by the pond there, and I heard a bird chirping I never recognised before. Now look, it was a goldfinch. I was getting close to it now. Of course, when I moved it scattered. Hopefully I might get some footage of it anyway. That's I thought I'd messed up there a second. 10. There, just sink them in. Give them a bit covering over.
burn down, and then a little bit of water. I've got a little bit of water here. Like I say, I'll get it out me burner. Me water boiler. I'll give these a bit of water. And I'll quickly show you, because this works as well, and what I'll do for an experiment while I'm here. I've got my candle. I'll just move the camera here for a second. Right, there's all my onions, and I'm going to put this candle on. So give us 2 seconds while I go and get my lighter. There, I'm back. Right, sorry about that. Like I say, I've got my candle thing going, so I'll do a little experiment here while I'm still here. It's 4:15 now. I'll be here for another couple hours because it's starting to get late nights. I'll just shift that for now. For the new, put that there. Right, I'll light this candle. I'll put the terracotta pot over the top of it. There. The temperature now is 19 degrees, so it's getting colder. It was 20 degrees before, and that was about 15, not even that, 10 minutes ago. It's 19 degrees now, so like I say, there's all my onions that I've put it on. There's 40 altogether, and the garlic's there as well. No, the garlic's up there. So anyway, I'm going to leave this on, put the plastics back up, and have a look at the temperature before I leave. Is that going to be good and slide straight into there for us without disturbing anything? Go on. That's it. That'll do for now. Anyway, that's it. There's a few more other jobs I want to do before I leave tonight. So I'll crack on and I'll show you around when I've done. See you in a bit. Get the kettle on. As you can see, the comfrey is growing there now. It's starting to get quite big. Rob, I got your message by the way, and there will be one on the way. You know what I mean. So usually what I do with the comfrey is put it in this bucket here. And this is the best way to do it. So I've seen a few people fill a water butt full of water, then put the leaves in. Well, I know that's no good. What you need to do is get yourself a water tank like this, and when the leaves of the comfrey are like before the flower, don't let the air get out the sun. Don't let the comfrey go to flower, otherwise it's no good. You don't want flowers on the comfrey if you're going to make comfrey tea out of it. So, like I say, this is what you want it to look like. Mush and a stinking, horrible stinking stuff. But this, it's about that full. So what I'm going to do is drain it off, all of the water, and keep it. And then what I'm going to try this year, I'll just get down here. What I'm going to try this year is fill these pots up with the actual comfrey sludge, I'm going to put it in the greenhouse, let it dry out. Hopefully that'll become some awesome fertilizer. I've never ever seen anyone on YouTube do this, so you've seen it here first, folks. You've seen it here first. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. There is a few other jobs. It's, as you can see, the sun's still out. It's a nice sunny day, so I'm going to crack on and do a little bit more. First I'm going to have a cuppa though, so see you in a bit. See you in a bit. A little unexpected job of today. If you can see there, the pond's gone down a bit because it hasn't rained for a while. But also, if you can notice there, and I'll zoom in. Can you see that? Absolute loads of frog spawn. So I'm going to get the hose, top up the water, because it's about half a foot. Needs to be topped up. So I'm going to get on with that before it gets too cold. And I then shall show you around. What a girl. Do you want your dinner? Huh? Right, okay folks. Almost to our time. Well, that means in dog language, hurry up, I want my tea. 5:10 now, so I'll quickly show you what I've been up to the day. My rhubarb's coming through there, if you can see that. I'll zoom in, if you can it. Just starting to come up there. So I've cut down these brambles. There's a few more bits down there. So it's a good thing, it's a good sign. Things are happening. I've topped the pond up there. It's got full now with water and full of frog spawn. Paula, you'll be loving it when next time you come here. I'll be getting your hands in amongst it and all that. Weird. Here's another bit. Now this is a rosemary and thyme. I don't know if you can remember when I planted that. It was just a cutting. I stuck in the ground. It's took root like. And that pile of soil that's down there, which I'll show you later. This is my next bit. I'm gonna move this fence, put it somewhere. I'm gonna use the spare wood, soil, and put it all the way around the edge of this. Hopefully will be a pond soon. Because like I say, the frogs are in amongst all that, like. So it's looking good. Bluebells are starting to come up, aren't they, girl? Aye. There's some tulips coming up. I'll zoom in. And there's snowdrops there. Snowdrops. And the irises, they're starting to come up. More bluebells. And they're primroses there. They were just left there by the birds. My pound shop irises are coming up canny. Now they were supposed to be a mixed variety, but they all ended up being blue, so that's what happens when you get stuff from the pound shop. My climbing rose is starting to bud there nicely. Hopefully, I want it to go all the way around here. And this one on this side is a purple rose, which is also a climbing rose. Hopefully that'll climb up. I'll have a nice little archway to come into my garden. Now this bit here I've dug over today. That's my fruit bed. Huh, I think I just singed my beard. That's my fruit bed. I hope I bloody haven't. I mustn't concentrate on my beard. Right, I've dug this bit over. So this is going to be my fruit area. I'm going to get a few more strawberry plants of Spencer, put them in there. So that's done. I've dug this bit over. As you can see, it's still damp compared to the uncovered part. So it's not a good idea to put that tarpaulin down. This part here, I'm going to put my garlic in. So that's my next bed will be prepared, and it's going to be this one. That's the next job. I've had a little idea. I didn't know what to use this this staging iron support thing. I didn't know what to use it for. What I might do is make it, that can be the sort of foundations for where my cabbage is going to go. You know, to put the netting over, because there's 4 posts like that, and I've got some posts that are taking up to 6 foot, sort of, you know. I make a little tent out of the net. There's that pile of soil, which is now in there, and will be up next to the pond when I get round to that. The Comfrey, he has started to grow, like I was saying before. And another thing you can do with a Comfrey, once it's actually grown and it's massive, in fact I'll stand in the greenhouse because it's a bit windy, just in case you can't hear what I'm saying. What was I saying? Another thing you can do with a Comfrey is when it's all like big leaves, dig your potato trenches and just lay the leaves on the bottom of the trench, then put your tatey in, and then by the time the tatey's needing it, there's all your nutrients, like. Because as I said on my earlier video years ago, I've done some research, and the NPK of Comfrey is perfect potato fertilizer, also tomato fertilizer, because potatoes and tomatoes, now say that fast, potato, tomato, that's what you call it. What was it? Potato, tomato, that's because the potatoes and tomatoes they're related to each other. Potato, tomato, 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 potato, tomato. There you go, get out to say that faster. What's that other thing? I'm not a pheasant plucker, I'm a pheasant plucker's son. I'm only plucking pheasants till a pheasant plucker comes. I'm trying to say that fast after a couple of beers. Anyway, on with the show. That's everything potted up there. I've put some cabbages in, just 10 seeds for now, and some coriander in there. My garlic, I've put 10 in the pots. I might put 10 straight into the ground out there when I get round to it. We'll see how these go. I've got some of the Comfrey out of the Comfrey pot, and I've put it in here. I'm going to let it dry out. You can see there's already loads of liquid coming out of it, like. So I'm going to dry that out and hopefully use it like just, you know, powder, and so it'll end up just being Comfrey powder, and then that might be a good base for the, you know, top dressings. Oh, here's another thing I'll show you. Let's see what the temperature of the inside here is since the candle has been on. Get a look. 14 degrees. There's some heat coming off it, like. That gets hot now. That's what keeps the heat in the terracotta pot, like. I'll just let that burn down. In fact, no, I won't, because that's dangerous. So is this, like. Maybe it's where I took the tab out my mouth. Right there, that's that done. There's me onions. There's 40 onions there, and that's them giant ones that I planted there last month there. They're starting to come up. Once it warms up a bit as well, I'll be putting some onions straight into the ground. But like I've said umpteen times now, it's still too early to plant stuff up here in Newcastle. Right, so what else is that to show you? That is the question. Nothing much. Oh yes, there is. Remember, these are planted. I got them from Hexham Market. Will have started coming up. I forgot what they're actually called. No, well, I don't know. I'll find out and I'll put it on the somewhere down here. So, hello YouTubers. What? Hey. Bloody hell, man. Hey there, YouTuber. Nothing much has been happening. Oh, I got some of that tape. Gorilla tape. It's good stuff. I've used it to seal the shed, because that was the only bit that was needing. Nice and dry now, the weather. Is there anything else to show you? I don't think so. So folks, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing and all that kind of thing. Thank you to all the new subscribers I keep getting. It's amazing. I don't know what's on. Cheers though, it's always appreciated. And please watch the ads, because I need some money. Hopefully I'll get a few more subscribers as well, so if you fancy giving us a shout out and passing some subscribers on to me through your videos, then feel free, because like I say, I'm going to save up for something and I'll tell you about that in the future. So for now, bye. Well, it's such a nice evening, I couldn't not take the opportunity to start doing these little jobs. So I'm gonna, like you can see, I've tidied up round here. I've took all the bits of fencing and put it down there where I'm going to use it, so I can start getting this bit tidied up. I'm putting the soil, like I said, in there round the back. I'll maybe have enough, or not enough, I don't know, to fill this bed bit, but I think I'll just leave them where they are. I've got some chives growing up, starting to grow along here. That's why I cleared this bit. It's a lovely evening. What time is it now? It's 6:15. So I think I'll do a couple more barrel loads and that'll be it for me till the next time. So once again folks, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing and everything like that. It's all appreciated. So I'll catch you later. Bye now.